Texas Rangers are going to be in town. It's a 7:10 first pitch, Friday, August 23rd, around the corner at Progressive Field. And I got a 4-pack for you. Grab that MLB Ballpark app if that's not on your phone. It makes things a lot easier if you go to a lot of games. Or if you just go to one all season. It just streamlines the whole process. So 4-pack of tickets for you 2 weeks from tonight. Guardians, Rangers, hopefully under sunny skies. Call 10-216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Studies show that listening to classical music can temporarily raise your IQ.
I feel pretty smart.
If you're looking for the opposite effect, just stay tuned.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
I'm going to have more Guardians tickets for you next week as well. And the Pirates come to town. The Buccos are going to be playing the next Friday. That's August the 30th. I'll have 4-pack of tickets for you to get to that game as well. Also next week, more tickets for you to join us on the Alan Cox Show cruise. Captain Fun's Floating Fandango this year. New boat, new sponsor. New fun to be had. It's all presented by Circle K. We're going to be on the Good Time 3. Matitude's going to spin for you. Bill, myself, and Mary will all be there. I believe our friend Bridget Linton is going to make an appearance as well.
I believe she is.
She's going to be on board. Stripper Scott will be there. Oh! And we'd love to have you along. So I'm doing a ticket stop tomorrow at Circle K in Eastlake on Vine Street from 11 to 1. And then next Saturday, I'll be at the Circle K in Fairview Park from 11 to 1 on Lorraine there. Otherwise, you have to win the tickets here on the show. So that'll be next week. I will also have tickets for you if you want to see the band Skillet. You like Skillet? They're going to play the Agora on September the 6th. And the Descendants. You want to go old school with the Descendants? They are going to be playing a show at the Agora as well on Friday, the 13th of September. Descendants and Circle Jerks. There's going to be a lot of old punks at that show, boy.
Yeah.
With a band called Surfboard.
My son is also named Surfboard.
My name is Bort, too. And Newfound Glory. Do you like NFG?
I do.
They're playing the end of this month at the Agora. They're celebrating 20 years of the Catalyst album. So they're going to play that in its entirety. And they have a band with them called Sincere Engineer, who have a terrible name, but they're pretty good. So all of those shows and events, tickets for you next week. Dr. Ryan Berglund will join us later on today for our next installment of Is It Red? We call it that because he comes in to help you guys with problems that you're having down there. He's a surgical urologist at the Cleveland Clinic. And he's been coming on this show a long time. He and I met after I had been at MMS for maybe a couple of years. And he's been coming in ever since. And so it's a very good opportunity for you to avail yourself of his expertise. And so I'll take your calls and your texts and all that kind of stuff. If you're not able to listen live, you can email me a question. And he'll be in just before 5:30. We'll catch up with him.
And don't forget, this Sunday, I'm headlining a show at Hilarities, the Reverse Crowdwork Show. It's going to be a great show. Come on. Why did I get all Trumpy there? It's going to be a great show. It's the best reverse crowdwork you've ever heard. It's a lot of fun, though. And I got a film crew that's going to capture it all, so it's going to look real good. If you don't make it, you can watch it later. Alan, so get tickets at BillSquire.com. Would you like some of my nut blend? I got cashews and macadamia.
Cashews, yeah.
And macadamia.
I don't care for macadamia nuts, but thank you.
Really?
Yep, I'll eat a cashew any day of the week.
I love a cashew. I love a macadamia nut.
Yep.
And that sidewalk finally being open is so nice.
Oh, yeah, they finally finished.
Yeah, you can pop
the
over
condo
there
building
to that CVS that's always a CVS that's so Cleveland that they have the beef jerky locked behind glass.
Yep.
I love that.
It's like the fall of Saigon in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you got to make sure you check the nuts before you buy them because
That they're not open.
yeah, you gotta make sure they're not open.
Yeah. That's where you went, the CVS. Yeah.
I was feeling a bit peckish.
peckish, yeah.
And so I was like, I'll get some nuts and some dark chocolate.
Yep. It's pretty tasty.
I've really come around on the dark chocolate thing too.
Good. It's man's chocolate.
I still feel like
Bureau Chiefs, if you listen to us on iHeartRadio, thank you. We have them all over. If you watch the live stream, you've seen this map behind me. Those are all the places in, the contiguous United States and Hawaii and Alaska.
if I point to one, can you find the bureau chief? Maybe.
If you tell me where it is.
I'm gonna go New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. Oh, I just mentioned Albuquerque. That would be Lori is in Albuquerque, and Wally and Ken and Rick are all in Albuquerque listening.
How about Lincoln, Nebraska?
Lincoln, Nebraska is going to be Marshall.
Let's go up here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
We'll go with Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. You're talking about Evan and Joel in Minneapolis.
Very good.
And we have a number of Canadian bureau chiefs. We have Robin, who listens in Toronto. We have Kaylin, who listens in Vancouver. We have Greg, who listens in a town called Temagami, Ontario.
Temagami.
You might remember Rob Ford, who was the mayor, the crack-smoking mayor of Toronto. But I think his brother is the mayor of Toronto now. I think Rob Ford passed away, yeah?
He wasn't addicted to crack. He just smoked crack sometimes on film.
Well, I'm sorry. He wasn't addicted. Well, no, I just said the crack-smoking mayor of Toronto.
I would like him referred to as the mayor that smoked crack, not the crack smoking.
Not crack smoking makes it sound too frequent.
It sounds like he's doing it all the time. And he would just do it when he get wasted drunk.
Well, Doug Ford is his brother. And I'm not sure if he's some kind of MP up there or if he's the current. I feel like the current mayor of Toronto is a woman. But anyway, Doug Ford is Rob Ford's brother, and he holds some kind of political office. And he said, even though we don't have evidence of it, there are always rumors of people who are pooping in the sand at Toronto beaches. And he wants people to stop doing that for obvious reasons.
They don't have 100% proof, but we've given Wasaga Beach $1 million. They have no proof that people are pooping in the park per se. I think people are respectful enough that, folks, don't be pooping on the beach. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Pooping in the park per se. That's a good line. We don't have people pooping in the park per se.
They don't have
Especially with that
100%.
accent, yeah.
They have no proof that people are pooping in the park per se.
Pooping in the park per se. So there are beaches there in Toronto. Pound Cake went on one years ago, right? He went to a nude beach there in Toronto. And when we stay there, we stay right by the edge of the water there. And so there are a number of beaches. That's Lake, it's not Lake Ontario. I mean, that's the bigger body of water. I know there's a smaller body of water there. But anyway, it is on Lake Ontario. But they're asking people, hey, listen, please don't poop in the sand. And if you've ever been to a beach and happened to come across somebody who clearly has just done that, it's like they're taking a cue from when dogs will cover up their poop.
Or cats, yeah.
Or cats. If you've ever come across somebody who very clearly was just doing that, I remember being at the Hippie Hollow, which is a nude beach in Austin. It's on Lake Travis, which is a man-made beach. But everybody's naked. It's not a sandy beach. It's a very rocky beach. So you're either walking around in aqua socks or flip-flops or something. But otherwise, everybody's buck naked. And I remember a guy coming out of the underbrush. And he very clearly had he kind of had that wiggle, where you're he had just taken
kind
a
of
dump.
check and make sure he got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, right.
I mean, listen, if you're going to poop on the beach and you dig a Joey from Friends size hole.
Is that a big hole?
There's a big hole.
Okay.
And then cover it up. I don't see the problem in that.
Yeah.
People aren't going to get to it. And then there's also, there was a story. I don't know if this is real or not, but it seemed pretty funny that there were these two guys in Ireland dug a big hole at a beach and then left. And then the next day, people were like, where'd this hole come from? And a scientist went out there and they're like, this is from some sort of rock or some sort of meteor that crashed here. And then people did the detective work and found out it was just these two dudes that dug a hole. It's probably fake, but it was a funny enough story.
Moon rock and poop. Yeah. Well, Wasaga Beach is what they're talking about, which is on the far northern side of Toronto. That's on Lake Huron. We'll usually stay on the south side there, but Wasaga Beach is, because they're worried that's
lapping waves.
Yes.
Lakes.
They're worried that's going to cut into their tourism.
So coming here is really easy. We go by car, and it's a nice place.
Adding to the allure, it's home to the world's longest freshwater beach. These days, it's the acrid stench of social media that has people talking.
It was a colleague of mine in Quebec. He said, don't go to Wasaga Beach because apparently people have been defecating on the beach.
Jonathan Maurice.
So nice, defecating on the beach. The largest freshwater beach in the world. Is that what they said? I didn't know that.
Really?
Maybe we got to get up there sometime.
Ignored that warning.
Yesterday, I just told my girlfriend about that. And now you're right here in front of me telling me this story. So I don't know what to make of it, but I haven't seen any defecations.
A post claiming beachgoers had been using their tent as an outhouse recently went viral. In a statement, Wasaga Mayor Brian Smith said the town has received no evidence from residents, visitors, or the Ontario government to verify that any undesirable, unsanitary behavior has occurred. And if any evidence comes to light, I assure you that we will be quick to act.
To invest more resources and finances.
Imagine if you got pinched because you got caught pooping on the beach. Like that was the charge.
Right.
But what happened to you? I did some defecations on the beach. Wasaga Beach, right near the Blue Mountain Ski Resort. Somebody put out a list of the deadliest jobs, and they're what you would expect. I think logging was the number one deadliest job. I don't think we have loggers around here. We still have surfers in Northeast Ohio, unbelievably. Transplants here, I think that's a joke. But logging is the most dangerous job in the United States. Roofers, our friend Woody, who we just talked to not long ago, he recently retired. But that was his career as a roofer. So it's amazing that he's still alive. It's a testament to his commitment to safety. And, people who work in the trades and aircraft pilots and fishing and hunting workers, those have high attrition rates. This is very, very dangerous. A couple of weekends ago when we were in northern Michigan for my wife's cousin's wedding, we went up a couple hours north from there and went up to the UP to find the mystery spot in St. Ignace. We wanted to show our daughter. Where like the balls roll uphill and that kind of stuff. There's some kind of geomagnetic anomaly up there that makes you feel really weird when you're in this one spot. And so obviously you're taking the Mackinac Bridge to get over there. And on the way back, we made a little detour for lunch, and we're walking along the beach there by the Mackinac Bridge. And there is a plaque on the base of the Mackinac Bridge in memoriam to the guys who died building the bridge. And I have to imagine that there had been hundreds of them, but only 5 people died building the Mackinac Bridge. This is in the mid-'60s. And it doesn't say how they died, but it gives their names. And so I'm looking at this. There are 2 specific plaques at the foot of the Mackinac Bridge on the south end. And one of them is in memoriam or in notice of the first Jewish settler in Michigan. And then the other one is for the guys who died building the Mackinac Bridge.
Does it say first and last?
Well, it was like a guy who had come over from Canada, but he'd made his way through from, a long time ago. Back when they were, he was a trapper. But 5 workers, more people died jumping off the Mackinac Bridge than died building it.
Well, that's good. That means they had some decent safety regulations while building it.
Because in the mid-50s, one of the guys who died from the bends because he was down doing work, under the water, and he came up too fast.
Yeah.
Died from the bends. Another dude, a 26-year-old guy, fell 40 feet into some construction material while he was welding. He fell. Another guy died. He fell into the water while he was working on a beam, and that killed him. A 28-year-old guy fell on the first day he worked on the bridge. He was on a temporary catwalk. Two guys died together. They both fell from a temporary catwalk on their first day on the job.
Damn.
Never made it home. And so I'm reading this, and I'm fascinated because I hadn't seen it, but I was like, wow, I would have thought so many more people would have died building the Mackinac Bridge. But only 5 of them building it. One fell in a caisson while welding. You know what a caisson is? Your dad's in the business.
No.
It's a watertight retaining structure used to work on the foundations of a bridge pier.
Yeah, he hasn't done a lot of that type of stuff.
He doesn't do a lot of bridge construction.
No.
It looks like a hollow kind of silo that they use.
I was
going to
bring those up. I didn't know that's what they were called.
Yeah,
but those things
a caisson?
are
Caisson.
Caisson?
very cool.
Caisson.
Oh, like in Vietnam?
Yeah.
It's called a caisson. Not like the Battle of Quezon, but, But imagine you're building a bridge, which in the mid-50s, that had to give you no small amount of kind of civic pride to do that. And you die on your first day. You don't even make it home. Guy in your mid-20s. And what happened to my son or my husband? Well, he fell into a caisson. What? We're not even in Vietnam yet. No. It's a thing. It's a bridge thing. Alan, the loggers are the ones leaving all those defecations on the beach. Oh, is that what they call them? I'm a logger. And I didn't find any Mackinac peaches while I was up there, too. So, you know how I love when the Mackinac peaches come in, but I didn't find any up there. Hello.
Hello, Bill.
Hey. Who's this?
Bill.
Mm-hmm.
You know who this is. Bill, are you there?
Yeah, who's it?
It's Wilhelmina.
Oh, what's up,
Hi,
Wilhelmina?
Bill.
How are you doing?
How have you been?
I wish you were here in person because I would love to share my nut blend with you.
Yeah. What is that?
It's just a mix of nuts of cashews and macadamia nuts.
I love cashews.
You do?
I do.
What about macadamia?
I've been there, I think, once or twice.
No, the kind of...
Took a trip there in high school, Bill.
No, it's a kind of nut.
Oh, I never had
Wait,
it.
what? Are you thinking of Macedonia?
Yes, I am. Yes. I'm sorry, not macadamia. Macedonia.
Got it.
That's right.
What's up? How you doing?
You know, Bill, not to be that person.
Be it.
You know, a cashew, not a nut.
Oh, really?
It's a fruit, Bill.
It's a fruit?
It's a fruit.
What kind of fruit is it?
Cashew fruit.
I always thought it was a nut. I thought it was a legume.
You might be right. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm trying to sound smart, Bill.
That worked. You
I
sounded
miss
very
talking
smart.
to you, Bill. I'm just checking in because I don't. Do you have power, Bill?
I don't have power.
I don't either.
Oh, no.
It's terrible.
I bet.
Oh, it's starting to smell.
What is?
Everything.
Oh, no.
Me, the house,
Ugh.
my refrigerator.
Yeah.
Terrible. I've been sleeping in there.
You've been sleeping in your refrigerator?
Yes. Oh, it was so cool for a while, and then it stopped being cool, Bill.
Yeah, probably after a few minutes of you being in there.
Oh, it was. I had a hard time getting out.
What brand of refrigerator do you have?
A Samsung.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's brand new.
Yeah.
I
Well,
had to get one specifically.
big enough.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Yes. But I know
Because you
enough-
were planning to get into the refrigerator?
No.
Hmm.
I just keep a lot in there.
Oh, okay.
but I had to throw all that out.
Mm.
And it just worked out that I was
That
able
you
to
would fit, yeah.
Yes.
And then you're able to get out too, because I thought that it was impossible to open the door from the inside.
No, I still had some butter left.
Okay.
That's how I was able to get out, Bill.
Okay.
But it's so terrible. I feel so terrible for people who are still out there with no power, Bill.
Yeah, me too. It's not great. I'm lucky enough to not have to stay at my place. I have a place to stay, so other people.
Like at a friend's house or something?
Yeah, my girlfriend's house.
What?
Yeah.
Where Bill?
It's been a while.
What? Who is this?
My girlfriend. I've been seeing her since October last year.
Of last year?
Mm-hmm.
Bill, we've talked since then.
I know.
You purposely didn't say anything.
I talk about her all the time on the show.
Why didn't you say anything?
She likes my
Bill?
nut blend.
I get it, Bill. I know you. That's okay, because I have a boyfriend too, Bill.
Oh, you do?
I sure do.
What's his name?
Xylon.
Xylon?
Xylon is his name.
Oh.
Yes.
How'd you guys meet?
At a place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on an app.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Isn't life great for us right now?
It is.
You have a girlfriend, and I have a Xylon.
Well,
Bill, I'm lying. I don't really have a boyfriend.
Xylon was made up?
All
right, well.
Oh, I hope I can get out of this refrigerator soon, Bill.
Wait, you're still in there?
I'm still in there, Bill. You go have fun with your girl.
Okay, I will. Have fun with Xylon and your Samsung refrigerator.
Oh, boy. I got to take a break here. If you want to send a text for anything, 35192. I'll have that last pair of Megadeth tickets for you later on. Megadeth is on their Destroy All Enemies tour. They don't enumerate